Many of us are very consistent with being inconsistent. We're constantly inconsistent simply because we start one thing today and divert our attention the next day, if not the same day. And the resounding question is, what sacrifices will you make today for success tomorrow? Today, let's talk about the cost of consistency, how to pay the price for purpose. Oh, you know what's up? Turn me up. I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope that you are doing well. Well, I want to welcome you to another edition of In the Mix. I'm your host with the most, yours truly, Dr. Eddie Connor. And it is an honor that you have joined us today, that you've joined me today. I really appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate that even the more. Hit that thumbs up button on this video. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, the notification aspect and icon as well. Come on, do all of that. Once you stay notified, once you stay updated. I'm growing your greatness. Help me to grow our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains by tapping the link, the like button on the description in this video. Tap the like button as well as hitting that subscribe button as well. And you know what we always do? Like we always do at this time, we drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. Drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. As a matter of fact, simply because we turn it up, we lighten it up, we brighten it up. We too lit to quit because we are the light of the world. And I'm going to illuminate your mind. I'm going to stretch the elasticity of your thinking today as we are talking about spotlighting and highlighting this specific topic today entitled The Cost of Consistency. How to pay the price for purpose. And here's the question that I'd like to begin with. Do you know what today is? Let me check the tone with Tony. Do you know what today is? It's my YouTube-versary. Yes, it is. It's my 1 year YouTube-versary of In the Mix. In the Mix is 1 year old today. It's an infant. It's been crawling. But today we walking. We walking all the way up. And I'm appreciative to all of you who have just partnered, just supported, tuned in, celebrated, dropped a comment, hit the like button, became a subscriber. Whatever you have done, drop the super chat or super sticker, become an In the Mix member. I am appreciative to you because this show could not sustain itself without you. And that's what it's all about. Listen, 1 year of doing In the Mix as we started just last year, and we've been innovating, we've been creating, we've been going through all types of changes with our program, with our show. But for sure, I'm just grateful and blessed to know that you've been here. And so I want to share today, yes, some blueprints, yes, some life lessons of what I've learned in that 1 year span of time of just being dedicated, being consistently consistent. And I believe it's going to unlock the door of your greater potential so that you can really just be who it is that you are and so that you can grow in your greatness. That's really what I want to do. It's what some nuggets that I want to drop onto you. And there's something by phraseology by a man by the name of W. Clement Stone. W. Clement Stone, years and years ago, had a phraseology that he would say to himself as many as 100 times a day to really catapult his life to another level. Why? Because procrastination oftentimes seeps in. Procrastination is what keeps us consistently inconsistent. We say we're going to do one thing and we do another. We start one thing and we don't see it through. We say we're going to eat this, we're going to do that, we're going to go to the gym, we're going to XYZ, and we talk ourselves out of the opportunity of what greatness is calling us to. And in order to be great, here's what you have to do. You have to run to what other people would run from. People are running from dedication. People are running from the opportunity for upward mobility and leveling up. People run from sacrifice and consistency. And W. Clement Stone had this terminology that he would say to himself each and every single day. It was just 3 words. When he'd wake up in the morning, he'd say these words 50 times. Do it now. 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 You get the trend. You get where I'm trying to go with it. Why? Because he was reframing and retraining his mindset for success. Because this is what your mind is going to tell you. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. You know you got that project. Don't do it now. You got time? Family, just type that. Type do it now. Do it now. Do it now. The book, do it now. The vision statement, do it now. The mission, the mindset, do it now. Eating the right types of foods, do it now. The exercise, the training, the working out, do it now. Right? That's where we have to take our mindset to, that I'm going to do it now. He would not only say it 50 times when he woke up in the morning, and he would retrain his brain to do that every single day, because faith cometh by hearing. Sometimes you got to hear yourself say what it is that you don't feel like doing, but doing what you don't feel like doing oftentimes becomes the greatest blessing. Not only would he say it when he got up in the morning, here's what he would do. He would also say it before he went to bed at night. Some of the last words that he would say to himself before he went to bed each and every single night were those same words from that same phraseology, those 3 words, do it now. That has to become the motto and the mindset for us to move into a place of success, because what we're saying is going to dictate where we're going or lack thereof. So many times we have programmed our mind to not do it, to wait on it, to procrastinate. And what I understand about procrastination is the arrogant belief that God is going to give you another opportunity to do what he told you to do today. You know, he told you to do it 5 years ago. And you're still waiting. You're still waiting for the right time. Hear me. Time doesn't wait for the right you. Why are you waiting for the right time? You know, the best time that you were supposed to act on it was yesterday. You know, the second best time to act on it is right now. Do it now. That's the whole aspect of consistency. Family, we're having a super conversation. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker. We're talking about the cost of consistency, how to pay the price for purpose. There will be a price. There will be a price. I remember watching the series, 10-part series, The Last Dance. It's on ESPN, also on Netflix, and Michael Jordan is really taking us behind the mindset of what made him a champion. And he said, success has a price. I mean, the man almost came to tears talking about the fact that, yeah, I pushed people hard because I pushed myself hard. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be great. If you don't want to play that way, don't play that way. But if you're playing on my team, this is what it's going to be. I want to be great. And I understand that success has a price. Purpose has a price. It's a sacrifice. I'm not talking about nothing sordid, twisted, demented. I'm talking about the sacrifice of the level of consistency. Everybody else is partying. What are you doing to develop? When everybody else is partying, I'm developing my gifts, my purpose. And everybody else is celebrating what they have not achieved. Yeah, you're just out celebrating, but what have you achieved? I'm over here writing and creating and reading and reciting and listening and muting the noise around me so that I can hear the voice within me. Come on, where will you be 1 year from now? It begins on what you do right now. Where you will be 1 year from now begins on what you do today. It's going to be roadblocks. It's going to be stumbling blocks. It's going to be people who try to demean you and talk about you and pull you down, who want to disrupt the equilibrium. A lot of people, they don't know their purposes. They want to stop you from fulfilling your purpose. You got to press through all of that. You got to keep showing up, being you, being great, whether they like it or not, whether they tune in or tune out. Somebody is waiting for you to become who you are so they can become who they're supposed to be. What you going to do to tap in? What you going to do to level up? You're going to talk about, oh, I don't feel like doing it today. I don't feel like showing up today. Do you know how many times I've said that about my workout? I don't feel like doing it today. But every single time that I complete the workout, 100% of the time, I say to myself, it was worth me doing what it is that I did not feel like doing to get to where it is that I needed to be. 100% of the time. It's always that little thought, that little inkling in your mind that says, don't do it now. You got to conquer that. The greatest battle is between your ears. What are you doing to conquer it? If you could conquer the battle between your ears, could it possibly be a setup for all of the success that you're going to have for so many years? If I can conquer what's between my ears, I could latch a hold to the success for umpteen years. We're having this courageous conversation. I'm so glad that you tuned in. We're talking about the cost of consistency, how to pay the price for purpose, and what an apropos topic to be sharing on the 1 year anniversary of In the Mix. Family, just type in the mix. I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful for you. Trust me, I'm going to share even more because more is in store. And here's the thing. Conversations like this one right here is why you need to become a member of In the Mix. Some of y'all been watching In the Mix for quite some time. Maybe you never commented. Maybe you just always tuned in. You know, you're just a Mac in the back. I get it. But you need to become a member of In the Mix. Conversations like this one right here is why you need to become a member of In the Mix. You're watching In the Mix. You've been watching In the Mix. But why are you not a member of In the Mix? Let's do something about that. Let's mix it up. Links in the chat. Links in the description of this video. Tap that link. Tap that link now. Yeah, go ahead and do that. As you tap that link, you're going to see 3 options pop up. VIP, Royalty, OQP. VIP because you're a very important person with a very important purpose. And there's a price for purpose. Royalty, king or queen, the kings and queens that are watching me, your royalty demands loyalty. OQP, only quality people. Only quality people are attracted to your life by OQT, only quality thoughts. And so we're going to do that. We're going to talk about that even more so. I want you to become a member of In the Mix because I'm giving you access to unlock the unlimited, behind the scenes, up close and personal perspective, things that I'm not necessarily sharing right here on the regular YouTube side, much less or much more even on my social media side. Only right here. Go ahead and help me to blow out the 1 year In the Mix candle. By putting a candle on it and becoming a member of In the Mix. Soar with us as well. Soar with us into our greater level of success and purpose by becoming a member of my Eagles Academy community. This is a community outside this community where I'm teaching, I'm coaching, I'm training, I'm going a lot farther, deeper. I got my whiteboard and I'm sketching, I'm writing, I'm drawing, I'm putting all types of dialogues and diagrams up, writing out notes, things of that nature. You need to be a part of the training, the teaching, the coaching, the camaraderie, the connectivity, the transformation of what it is that you experience. Community helps to foster your growth. When you have an accountability partner like we do, like we have accountability partners, like we are accountability partners to one another, your success blossoms and blooms by, as researchers say, 75%. Don't you want to see 75% growth in your business, and in your relationships, and in your faith walk, with your ideas, your impact, and your influence? I thought so. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. And here's what I want to do. I want to give a gift to you on the In the Mix day. Put in the word SOAR, family. Type the word SOAR in the chat. Drop some eagle emojis as well. Type the word SOAR in the chat. And that's the coupon code I want you to use when you go to register to become a member of my Eagles community. TheEaglesAcademy.com, TheEaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed, put in the coupon code, the word SOAR, SOAR. And I'm giving you a hookup as I lift you up. Family, stick and stay. More's on the way. I don't want you to touch that dial. You ought to smile. Yeah, there we go. After these messages, I'll be right back. You know, I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. To shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly. Yeah, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagles Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content and all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book blueprint. It's available right now. accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. It's such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday, 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays, and then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays, we have TNT Tuesdays. Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org. And then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in place at the Remnant Worshipers Church. Yes, y'all. And we don't stop. Come on, family. I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. Yes. And I've got some words connected to this word because I can't talk about everything in the snapshot of our In the Mix sessions and shows. So I got some books, 18 books to say the least. They're on Amazon as ebooks, audiobooks, hard copies. You can also get signed copies at theeaglesacademy.com/books. Go get that. Add me to your playlist, add me to your library. We're talking today about the cost of consistency, how to pay the price for purpose. And as I think about this journey of consistency, resiliency, consistency and resilience, doing In the Mix, I didn't always have it all the way figured out when I started. But here's the thing. If you can get started, you'll figure it out. And I understood that the times were changing. People more so online, and a lot of the lives that I was doing could have really been shows like this one. And I'm grateful that oftentimes people see in you what you don't often see in yourself. For years, people would say, "Hey, you on YouTube?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on YouTube." He's like, "Do you got a show on YouTube though?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm not doing no show on YouTube." And I was talking myself out of it. I'm grateful that one of our amazing creators and designers who does many of the graphic work here, Ruby Designs, said, "Listen, you got to really get on YouTube. You got to do your show. You got too much wisdom. You got too much information. You got too much insight. Got to go for it." I'm grateful that even though when I didn't necessarily listen, they reminded me again, and I said, "All right, let's go for it." And for me, when I start something, it's really hard for me to stop, especially if I'm invigorated by it. It has become a passion for me. I get consistent about it. And here's the thing. In the Mix first started, we're just doing one show a week. It's really just on Wednesdays. Began to pick up the pace. One week just wasn't enough. One day of the week just wasn't enough. And so here it is. We added Monday because I was just coming on Wednesdays because Wednesdays is also my Eagles community session days. So it was an opportunity to talk about that and get people into our community as well. If you're not a part of that, join that, theeaglesacademy.com. But beyond just that, we said, all right, we're going to add 3 days to it. We went from 1 day to 3 days. Went from a Wednesday to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And went from Monday, Wednesday, Friday to making it a weekday show, Monday through Friday. Dedicated each and every single day, mixing it up, even on holidays. Yeah, even on holidays, which sometimes can, you feel like it's an inconvenience, this, that, and the other, because you're trying to chill or whatever. And here's the thing. Don't even necessarily have to be on a holiday. Sometimes you just want to chill. Sometimes you just want to kick back. Sometimes you just want to say, I ain't even got nothing to talk about today. But here's what I understand. When you are a person who's always absorbing wisdom, knowledge, reading, thinking about life, developing yourself, you're always going to have something to talk about. You just have to believe that you have what somebody needs to hear. And I'm grateful that you've come back day after day, even on a holiday, even as you move towards the new year, that you've believed I've had something to say each and every single time to speak life into your life. And here's the thing, it hasn't always been easy in that 1 year span of time. Did I know that in this 1 year span of time that I would assume the role of a pastor? Not at all. As a pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Ministry, I'm grateful to be wearing our t-shirt as well. It says Faith Family Forward on the back. Did I know that I would be pastoring? Absolutely not when I started this journey 1 year ago. But I'm grateful. Did I know that we would have fed more than 15,000 people, served and fed more than 15,000 people since I started this journey? Absolutely not. Did I even know that I would be continuing the Eagles community? I didn't necessarily know that. I believed I would be. In the midst of writing 2 books, did I know that I put 2 books out since starting this show? 2 books out at the same time on the same day. Never did that before. And here's the thing. I had all these excuses as to why I shouldn't show up. As to why I couldn't show up. Because I was too busy. I was doing all this, that, and the other. Yeah, I've had to do certain things with my time simply because time is of the essence for me. Sometimes you don't even get time for yourself. But one thing I do recognize and realize that when you have the will to go after it, don't matter how you feel. I've hit some bumps in the road for sure, even on the technical aspect inside. I remember I was streaming one of our shows and my computer just totally blanked out. Had to go and get a new computer. And guess what? I popped up that next day and went right back to the drawing board. Ain't no quit in me. Can't stop, won't stop. I'm not going, no. Ain't nothing stopping us. We all the way up. You never lose, you learn. It's never failure, it's always feedback. That's what you got to remember. And for many of us, we don't see the development of the vision to fruition simply because when it comes to purpose, we have ADD. What do I mean by that? We are always distracted daily. That's the ADD. That's the attention deficit disorder aspect. Always distracted daily. Trying to follow every trend instead of setting the trend. Trying to reach for this, trying to reach for that. Social media's got you in a chokehold. TV's got you in a chokehold. People's gossip got you in a chokehold. What you should be possibly doing because you're trying to now compete with everybody else and do what everybody else is doing instead of doing what it is that you need to do. You so focused on the likes and the views and all this other stuff that you say, well, I guess ain't nobody watching, so I'm not going to show up. Here's the thing. You got to get in love. You got to fall in love. You got to stand in love with the journey, not just the destination. Because you never know when you're going to have your viral moment. You never know when a message that you share is going to resonate with somebody who may have more notoriety than you, or it just may be a grassroots effort, and that video is shared and that link is shared, and you really poured out your heart, and somebody really tapped into what it is that you really need. And so now they go back and binge watch all your content, but they couldn't binge watch anything if you didn't show up consistently and with frequency. How you expect to go viral when you have nothing to give virality to? Because you haven't tapped into the reality of who it is that you are. You just never know when your moment will pop. Here's one thing I understand when you're talking about popcorn. I love popcorn. I love popcorn. Skinny Pop, I love popcorn. Kettle popcorn, I love popcorn. Butter popcorn, I love popcorn. What I understand about popcorn is that it takes heat, light, and oil to pop. One thing I understand is that not all of the kernels that are in the bag pop at the same time. And for many of us, we're comparing our pop or lack thereof to somebody else's. Oh, they popped before I did. I must not have anything. Their moment popped before mine happened. I must not be as good as them. And now you talk yourself out of what God wants you to step into. Family, just type consistent. Type consistent. Don't stop your pop. Come on, don't stop your pop. Stop popping your own balloon. It takes heat. The heat of situations, the heat of storms, the heat of issues, the heat of the turbulence of what it is that you've gone through, that becomes an opportunity for you to pop. Not to pop off on people, but to pop into your purpose. It takes light. I have to come into the light and the illumination and the awareness. That's why I say drop those light bulb emojis in the chat. Family, drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. You got to be around people who are going to light you up, who are going to illuminate you. You're going to speak life into your life. The words that they're going to speak are not going to be words of death and darkness and decay and dismay, but it's going to be words of light that illuminate you to where it causes you to shine. Family, just type shine, type shine, type shine. There's a price for purpose, and that is the oil. Heat, light, oil. It takes for the kernels to pop. And here's what I understand. You have to toil for the oil. That's a sacrifice. That's a price. Whether it's fasting, whether it's praying, whether it is moving into a place of consistency, whether it's doing what you don't feel like doing to get to where it is that you want to be, whether it is the level of self-control. Come on now. I'm not going to do to you what you try to do to me. I'm not going to lose my mind trying to give you a piece of my mind, but to only be left with just a piece of my mind, but no peace of mind. I got the oil of God on my life, and I know it's going to work itself out, because the yoke shall be destroyed because of the oil, the anointing. Don't matter if you're the last one. The last shall be first. The first shall be last. Let them all pop. Your time is coming. Your time is coming, but you got to be consistent. You got to be consistent. You got to have consistency and frequency and not adopt ADD, always distracted daily. It's a cost. It's a level of consistency. While everybody else is having a good time, you're right in proximity with your purpose. You're not giving up. You understand that this message has value and validity despite whoever watches it, despite how many streams you get, despite how many likes you get, despite how many views you get. You got to fall in love with the process and not just the results. You got to fall in love with the journey and not just the destination. You got to run to what other people would run from. Come on. It's always, well, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. No, do it. Do it now. Woo. I feel something happening. Come on. Do it now. That's what it brought me to this particular place of being able to be consistent, showing up day after day after day, whether I felt like it or not. Y'all seen me show up coughing. Yeah, y'all seen me show up almost doggone near blowing my nose. Y'all have seen me show up drinking tea. Y'all seen me show up and you've heard me with a sore throat. But I said, listen, I made a commitment. I'm going after it. I'm going to do what I need to do. Y'all seen me show up coughing a few times, feeling like I need to go. I felt like Dick Vitale. I need a TO, baby. I need a timeout. But without a doubt, I understood this. Here it is, that it is bigger than me. If you could just move you out of the way, watch what would happen for you today. Well, you keep focusing on you and you become so selfish. What about my voice? What are people going to say about how I look? I may not have a haircut. I may not have, my hair done. Show up the way that you are and shine as you show up. 90% of this thing, of your success when I'm talking about it, is about you showing up. Quit quitting and stop stopping. Stop allowing yourself to be distracted and focused on everybody else except the goal that you need to accomplish and that you need to see through all the way through. Overcome that ADD, that mindset, that syndrome of being always distracted daily, and get you some focus. Come on, family, type it. Focus on your focus. Focus on your focus. That's the cost of consistency. It's paying the price for purpose. It's like what Jordan said on The Last Dance. If you don't want to play that way, don't play that way. But understand that there's a price for success. There's a price for purpose. And you got to refuse to allow people to bankrupt you mentally. And you're going to tap into your identity. Your identity is going to cause you to show up each and every single day. Come what may. Good, bad, indifferent. I'm going after it. Because I fell in love with the journey and not just the destination. Understand is more than just, is bigger than me, but as greater as he that's within me than he that's within the world. And that's why I just logged on to let you know that I appreciate you. Walking this journey with me day after day. Many of you watch. If you're not able to check it out, you go back and watch, and you tune in, you catch the replay, you binge watch. This is a great time for you to look at the journey. Go back and check out my journey of where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy. But I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. Yeah, go back, check out my first show. Check out the shows of how I've grown, how I've developed in my level of communication. This is an opportunity for me to grow. Wouldn't be able to do what I do now without developing my level of communication. Whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Learn how to have a level of effective communication to where you feel me. I really have a pulse on the problem and the solution, the pain and the purpose, to speak life into your life. And because of it, y'all have written me. You stop me in stores, at events and conferences. You DM me, you let me know that what I've been saying has been landing and has been empowering you. And that's the greatest benefit and the blessing of all of this, is to recognize the fact that I'm blessed to be a blessing. To see how you all lean in to hear my story of how I've overcome stage 4 cancer and mentor and now pastor, and all of these things that I'm able to do is nothing but the grace of God. And I'm appreciative of you. And I thank you for every like, for every subscription, for every super chat, for every cash app, for every DM, for every encouraging word. Wouldn't have happened without you. And I just logged on today on this anniversary of the In the Mix show to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart to depths of my soul. Thank you. Now, would that you would help our show and our program and this level of In the Mix to grow. We can only do it with your support. I want to broaden this broadcast. I want to expand the horizons of it. I want to shift this into communities and cities and neighborhoods and nations. You can help us to do that by your level of consistency. I would, in the midst of our super conversations, we've been talking about the cost of consistency and the price of purpose and the price for purpose. I would that you would drop a super chat, a super sticker, Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr, gmail.com. No matter how big the gift or how small the monetary donation is, it's a blessing. I don't know if you're sowing $5. I don't know if you're sowing $55. I don't know if it's $100. I don't know if it's $1. I don't know if it's $11. But you always continue to support, and I would appreciate those of you who are watching to pour into this word that you've heard. I hope I've enriched you, to empower you to go for it, to move into a place of consistency and frequency, to do it now, to not procrastinate, to not wait. You're not waiting on God, he's waiting on you. To not wait for the perfect time. Now is the perfect time. I hope I've encouraged you, just in my journey, just in being transparent of what it is. I didn't necessarily feel like doing this each and every single day. Some days I don't. It's just the natural nature of what life is. Some days I may have a headache. Some days I may have a long day. But speaking life into you empowers me and encourages me to maintain that hope. And I hope I've been implanting that in your mind as well. I would that you would drop a super chat, a super sticker into the super conversation that we've had. I want to thank you. All those who are in the mix family, I appreciate you. Again, super chat, super sticker, any gifts that you have, I appreciate that. Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, Dr. Eddie Ministries, Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. And I'm joining my faith with yours as you're sowing into good ground that God is going to do 30, 60, 100 fold in your life, exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think. You can't help to be blessed by being a blessing to this broadcast. And I'm grateful and I'm appreciative of it. Conversations like this one right here is why you need to become a member of our In the Mix family. You've been watching In the Mix. You hear me pour out my heart each and every single day. You might as well become a member of In the Mix. The behind the scenes, the footage, the coverage, the unlocking, the unlimited. Go ahead and be a part of it. Even now. Yes, yes. And of course, sincere salute. Got a sincere salute to all of my In the Mix members. I appreciate you. You've got that decal that gives you color-coded comments. And I'm grateful for each and every single one of you. I really, really do appreciate you for being a dedicated partner and a member of In the Mix. I'm totally, totally appreciative of you, and I'm grateful for you. If you're not a member of our Eagles community, soar with us even now. Yeah, soar with us. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Yeah, do that even now. And of course, I'm giving you a hookup. When you get to theeaglesacademy.com, tap that Join Now button. You're going to see a coupon code as you're filling out the form. And in that coupon code, put in the word SOAR, SOAR. Take flight with us. I'm giving you a little hookup as my appreciation to you for watching the show and being a member, being a dedicated member, being a subscriber, being one who's tapped in. I want you to join our community even now. I appreciate you so much. Who's cutting onions? Somebody pass me some tissue, please. You don't pass me no tissue, it's going to be an issue. Family, In the Mix. We are out of time, but trust me, I'm not out of truth. So I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I want to thank you for rolling with me. I really do. Yeah, that means a lot saying it even now, because that's just how we roll. And we roll together, continuing on each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix. And we mix it up right here on the YouTube side. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm growing your greatness. I've been doing that for the last year. Help me to grow our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. Simply tap the like button thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. I would appreciate you doing that. Share this with somebody. This could be a blessing to somebody. I know it is a blessing to somebody. It's been a blessing to you, and I know it's going to be a blessing to somebody else too. Be a digital disciple. Be an electronic evangelist. Your timeline could be someone's lifeline. You're here because you care, so I need you to share. Please do that. Thanks so much. While you're here on the YouTube side, I also got to send a sincere salute and shout out to all of you who are watching us on our social media side. Thank you so much for tuning in to our sister satellite stations on social media. I appreciate you and I salute you. I just got a question for you. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Well, then step this way. Which way? By friending me and following me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr. Put some respect on my name, family. It's spelled EddieConnorJr. No E's or S's in my last name. Y'all keep showing love. And I'm going to keep showing up. And I want you to show up. Yeah, this coming Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. Yeah, this coming Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. We're going to have a high time in service as I serve as the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Ministry in the city of Detroit. A church alive is worth the flight of the drive. Join us this Sunday at 10 o'clock a.m. and bring somebody with you as well. Yeah. 20470 Hubble Street. 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Go right now to trwchurch.org. trwchurch.org. To get more information about our church, about what we're doing in the community, and of course, go ahead and get some apparel, get some church merch. I know it's going to be a blessing to you as you hear a powerful word and worship, preach word, prayer, and we're going to praise. We're going to lift up the name of the Lord. So join us. Get any of my books on Amazon. I got 18 of them out there. TheEaglesAcademy.com/books to get signed copies as well. Add me to your playlist. Add me to your library. Ebooks, audiobooks, hard copies. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker. Now, why would you look any further? Come on, you know that I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session. Let's make some progression. Come on, all you got to do is email me to invite me. info@EddieConnor.com. And it would be an honor for me to empower you. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand. Your brother, and I mean that, from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know, brother, got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, I'm talking to you now, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. You know, I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. To shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly. Yeah, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months, and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades, and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagle's Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content and all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book blueprint. It's available right now. accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. It's such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday, 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays, and then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays, we have TNT Tuesdays, Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org. And then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in place at the Remnant Worshipers Church.